Muhammad Ali Clay. Muhammad Ali Clay was American professional boxer. He was born in 17 January 1942. He was born and raised in Louisville, Kentucky. Muhammad always liked to be boxer and began training as an amateur boxer when he was 12 years old. His main aim to become boxer started when someone stole his bicycle and Clay tried to report to police officer. One of the police officers was a teacher boxer training at Columbia Gym. And Clay said to the police officer called Martinez, "I will punch if I see that person." And then Martinez said to Clay, "First learn boxing and then fight." At that day, Clay began training and he decided to become boxer. When Muhammad Ali reached at the age of 18, he won a gold medal in the light heavyweight division in 1960 Summer Olympics in Rome and turned professional later at that year. About the family, Ali was born to parents Cassius Marcellus Clay and Odessa O'Grady. His family is predominantly of African descent with traces of Irish and England. His descendants can be traced to the slaves of the antebellum South. Ali's father painted billboards for many while his mother worked as a domestic help. He had 5 siblings including 1 sister and 4 brothers. Alongside his siblings, Ali was raised as Baptist. His younger brother Rudolph Rudy Clay joined him to adopt the Ali surname. Muhammad Ali married 4 times in his lifetime. He had a total of 9 children including 2 sons and 7 daughters. His first marriage was in 1964 to cocktail waitress Sonchi Roy. Their wedding had come about a month after dating. However, the marriage was only short-lived as they divorced in January 1966. They had no children together. In 1967, Ali married his second wife, 17-year-old Belinda Poy, who upon marrying Ali converted to Islam, changing her name to Khalila Camacho Ali. They had 4 children together. After about 9 years together, they got separated in 1976. After finalizing his divorce from Khalila, Ali married Veronica in 1977. They had 2 daughters, Hannah and Layla Ali. Veronica and Ali divorced in 1986. That same year, Ali married his 4th wife, Yolanda Williams. They adopted 5-month-old boy named Asad Amin. Later in the marriage, Yolanda, who was a Catholic, converted to Islam. She was in her 20s at the time of conversion. Ali and Yolanda stayed married until his death. Ali's famous fight. At the age of 22 in 1964, he won the World Boxing Association (WBA). He set an example of racial pride for African American and resistance to white domination during the civil rights movement. In 1966, 2 years after winning the heavyweight title, Ali further antagonized the white establishment by refusing to be drafted into the U.S. military, citing his religious beliefs and opposition to American involvement in the Vietnam War. Muhammad Ali Clay was a great boxer. He often referring to himself as the greatest. Ali was not afraid to single his own praises. He was known for pushing about his skills before fight and for his colorful descriptions and phrases. In one of his more famously quoted descriptions, Ali told reporters that he could float like a butterfly, sting like a bee in the boxing ring. A few of his more well-known include the following. Joy Frazier. After returning to the ring in 1971, Muhammad Ali took on Joy Frazier in what has been called Fight of the Century. Frazier and Ali toe-to-toe for 14 rounds before dropping Ali with vicious left hook in the fifth. Ali recovered quickly, but the judges awarded the decision to Frazier, handing Ali his first professional loss after 31 wins. After suffering a loss to Ken Morton, Ali beat Frazier in rematch. George Foreman. Another legendary Ali fight took place in 1974 against undefeated heavyweight champion George Foreman, billed as the Rumble in the Jungle. For once, Ali was seen as underdog to the younger, massive Foreman, but he silenced his critics with a masterful performance. He baited Foreman into throwing wild punches with his rope-a-dope technique before stunning his opponent with 8-round knockout to reclaim the heavyweight title. Reason is he became a Muslim. Muhammad Ali's public conversion to Islam in 1964 was among the most defining moments of his remarkable life. The decision enraged his critics. His hometown newspaper continued to refer to Ali by his birth name, Cassius Clay, for years to come and led him to refuse the serve in Vietnam, a stand that cost him his title, his livelihood, and ultimately cemented his status as an American iconoclast. Ali, who died on June 3, 2016 at age 29, has offered a few different reasons for his embrace of Islam. According to the 1976 book Black Space, The Riddle of Cassius Clay by former sport illustrated writer Jack Oslane, Ali said his encounter came from a street corner proselytizer in Harlem. He later told Oslane that he came at a National of Islam meeting in Miami in 1960 or early 1961, and he also said that his first meeting was in Chicago. After he stopped boxing, Ali traveled to numerous countries including Mexico and Morocco to help out those in need. 1998, he was chosen to be United Nations Messenger of Peace because of his work in developing nations.